Good morning, everybody. It's your boy D Mac, and I'm back with another talk. And we're gonna talk about your boy Blueface while I fix my breakfast. Um, so Blueface is in the news because him and his girlfriend Krishan Rock got into an altercation, and it was picked up by TMZ because there was some guy who claimed that he just came out of the house. He started the video. He started to record because he saw a couple fighting. Come to find out, it was Blueface and his girl. Now, this is the context of the fight and the argument. Blueface apparently had taken her phone away from her and was attempting to go through her phone. And she was trying to get her phone away from Blueface because, apparently she had some stuff in there that she was trying to hide. So they got into the altercation. Blueface was trying to walk away. She kept on hitting him and she kept trying to grab his shirt. She broke one of his chains. And, he was like, get off of me. And eventually he got tired of it and he grabbed her and they both fell on the ground and he gained control over top of her and looked as if he was about to punch her, but he stopped himself. I do say that Blueface did stop himself the first time they hit the ground. Well, they got up and he got back to his feet and broke away from her and started to try to walk away again. And again, she came at him and grabbed him. And then they began to scuffle and actually swinging. I saw him swing a few times. Um, yes, that's never a good thing, man. And I understand he was doing the right thing by trying to walk away. But at the same time, he could have ended that whole situation by just giving her a phone back. Yeah, he wanted to know what was in her phone because the story that he gave afterwards was that apparently she gave her number to one of the correction officers when she was locked up because I guess she got locked up for something and he had to go and bail her out. And in bailing her out, he found out that she was trying to holler at one of the corrections officers. And so that's why he took the phone. He was trying to go through the phone. Well, that's a real big blow to the ego whenever you're considered a big time musician, big time music artist, and your girl is hollering at a dude who's a corrections officer, somebody who he feel is not on that same level of success as he is. And that's a blow to any man's ego. I don't care who you are. I don't care how much success you think you have. I don't care how many other girls you're messing around with. If you're a control freak as such, and we do see the signs of Blueface being a control freak because we know that he's very liberal with his love. He has many women and he's made a show of this to the world that he has multiple women in his life all at the same time. And he feels the need to control these females that they can't have that same level of freedom in the relationship that he has. And so this causes a lot of issues. If you're going to be in a polyamorous relationship, then you're going to have to be secure. And he definitely is not secure enough to have a polyamorous relationship. So I think he should just try to stick to being monogamous with one woman and straighten up his act if he wants a woman to give him their all. Because what he's asking from this woman, and he wouldn't get into specifics about it, he just said that she didn't hold up her end of the deal. So I'm led to believe that her end of the deal was, I'm going to be loyal to you even though you're doing what you want to do. Now she came on and she said that he's trying to make it seem like he don't love her and all of these different accusations that he's throwing out there is because he's jealous that everybody is attracted to her, which could be true because controlling men are very jealous men and they don't like their woman gaining attention from these other people because they feel like that's disrespect to them. So what do I have to say to Blueface? Look, Blueface, bro, if you're going to deal with multiple women, you're going to have to deal with multiple attitudes. You're going to have to deal with multiple emotions. You're going to have to deal with all of these different things from all of these different women. Many people out here in relationships already have it hard enough just being in a monogamous, committed relationship with one other person. So I can just imagine how much comes along with being with multiple people and everybody wanting something from you and everybody pulling you this way and that way. These are the things that comes along with being in a multi relationships. And so if you're not strong enough and mature enough to handle these things, and you're not secure enough within yourself to be able to deal with this, then I don't think that that's a route you should take. That's not a lifestyle that you should try to live. You're not equipped emotionally and mentally to deal with that level of liberty, basically. So I don't know, man. It's crazy that people will lay all of these heavy expectations on you, but then they don't want any expectations to be placed upon them. And so it's a one-sided relationship, and the person who's doing all the giving at some point is going to get tired, and they recognize that it's not being reciprocated, and they're going to go out and find somebody who's going to reciprocate. Best believe that, especially if it's a woman who has some confidence in herself and the world is telling her that she's beautiful and she deserves better. That's the attitude she's going to carry. And Blueface, no matter how successful and how dope you think you are, there are women out there who will leave you at the drop of a dime for somebody else who can give them what they need emotionally and mentally. So if you can't supply that and all you can supply is money and sex, that's going to run out real fast, bro. That's going to run out real fast. You have to have something else that makes that woman want to stay. You have to give her a sense of security. And apparently, brother, you're not giving her that sense of security in the relationship. You're not giving her a sense of a future with you or anything like that. And so, of course, she's going to keep her options open. Why wouldn't she? But he has this thought in his head that every woman is supposed to be die hard loyal to him while he goes out and does whatever he wants to do. And that's just not how our society is anymore. Blueface is trying to live an old school lifestyle. Now, polyamorous, yeah, that's a new word, but it's just a new label for what people have been doing for the longest. We used to call them swingers back in the day. That was the term back in the day. But now they changed the term to polyamorous. So, yeah, if you're not secure enough within yourself to be okay with the partner that you're dealing with having a relationship outside of yours, then you shouldn't enter into that type of agreement. You should not enter into that type of relationship, because you're going to get hurt. And we as men, we like to try to cover up our hurt with bravado. And this is what Blueface is attempting to do now. He's trying to cover up the fact that he's hurt with bravado. Because if I don't care about what a girl's doing, then I'm not going to snatch her phone and do all of that stuff. It is what it is. Once I know that she's lying to me and she's not trustworthy, then we'll just go from there. But I'm not going to go snatch her phone and go through it. This is something that I, as a man, don't do. I, as a man, don't do that. And this is why. I believe this. If I'm in a relationship, I'm in a committed relationship, I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to do in that relationship, and my partner is out doing other things, I'm not going through no phones. I'm not going to be trying to chase you. I'm not going to follow you and see where you're going. I'm not going to have the cheaters detective follow you. And no, I'm not doing any of that, because the truth is always going to come to the light. The truth is always going to be revealed in every situation, every situation. And so when that revelation comes to my mind, it's done. It's done and over with. I don't need any other I don't need any other evidence. I don't need to try to get your phone to validate what it is, because in my spirit, I'm going to know. The spirit bears witness to the truth. And anybody who's in touch with their spiritual side knows this. And so, yeah, I'm not going to do all of that. I don't have no need to look through your phone. If I got to look through your phone and check through your phone to see what you're doing, I don't need to be with you. Because ultimately that's going to end up in an altercation, just like what Blueface ended up in with Krishan. And now you got jail time, you got court costs, and all of these things on top of the hurt and the betrayal that you feel. Blueface, man, you young, you out here, you living your best life, man, and you trying to experience all the things. I guess you're sowing your royal oats, but that comes at a cost, man. It comes at a cost. And so this life that you choose to lead, then you're going to continue to be on TMZ. And just a side note, man, it's crazy to me how the artists that are affiliated with WAC 100 have this thing about assaulting females. You know, you got Blueface assaulting this female. He has other cases. It's alleged that he had one of his girlfriends to jump on his mom. Then also WAC 100, we know that he was the manager of what's his name? Game, the rapper Game, and we know that Game is in trouble because he hasn't paid restitution to this woman who made accusations against him. And so WAC 100, bro, you got some bad company that you keep, man. And are you in agreement with the things that these guys do? Because you seem to not have a problem, and every time you turn around, you're defending them. Whenever Charleston White brought up the Game, WAC 100 defended him monstrously with animosity. And the same thing with Blueface. You know, he defends these men who don't have a problem with putting their hands on women. And I'll reiterate that Blueface was trying to walk away, but ultimately she kept on and kept on until he lost his cool. And this is a warning to you females out here who feels like it's okay for you to put your hand on men. Whenever that man turn around and put his hands back on you, don't instantly turn into a victim, because you initiated it. You put your hands on that person. If they take something from you that belong to you, go find the phone and call the cops. If it's your phone, like in this situation, he took her phone, scrolling through her phone. She should have played it cool. Should have played it cool. But, you know, emotions run high, and some females feel like they can put their hands on men because the general rule in society is that a man don't hit a woman. But as we all know, that not all men follow the rules of society. And so females, keep your hands to yourself, because when that dude get tired and he's trying to walk away and you keep on coming at him and don't give him an opportunity to calm down, don't give him an opportunity to process the situation, then whatever he gives you in that moment is gives you. Leave people alone. If they try to walk away, if they're trying to calm down, if they're trying to separate themselves from the situation, let them. Because if you don't, whatever takes place after that, you caused that. You caused that. And that's all I really got to say on this, man. Blueface, make better choices in females. Quit placing expectations on females that you're not willing to hold up on your end, reciprocating back to them. Because every female is going to get tired at some point, and they will go and explore their options. And that's what happened in this case. And it was a blow to his ego, because the guy that she was exploring her options with was a corrections officer. He wasn't a rapper. He didn't have all of those things that Blueface used to try to control these women. And that's a threat to him. He doesn't like that. Get your game up, young brother. That's all I gotta say. This is your boy D-Mac, man. Y'all know what I say. Sticks and stones can break your bones. I'm out.